Hey guys, welcome to 3OnATeam Rodeo Podcast. This is Ep.1. I'm Ryan Murray, co-hosting with my buddy Braden Lupin.
Hello.
I started rodeoing 4 years ago. I started off as a shankman. Braden joined my team 2.5 years ago, new as a mugger. Braden, you want to talk about how we met?
Yeah, it was a funny story actually. So we were at the Falkland Stampede here in Falkland, British Columbia, and throughout the night there, I was at the bar just hanging out, just having a couple drinks, enjoying my time. So I head back to my friend's camper and decided I needed to go on a little walk to stretch the legs, if you know what I mean. And out through the darkness, I hear this guy yell out that he's looking for some new friends. So me being me, I shout back. I was like, "Oh, me too, man." He yells at me, "Come on over." So I walk over to him and his buddies, which were also a couple other horse racers, which I'm sure you'll meet in some future episodes. But ever since then, we just kept talking throughout the weekend. He invited me to rodeo with him for my first time out in Princeton, BC. And ever since then, we've just stuck with it, and here we are now.
So, Princeton, you came on my team as a rider originally, but we realized that didn't work out very well.
No, it
Now
never
you're a
worked out.
mugger, and you pretty much haven't gone back since. You've rode a few times here and there since, but do you want to explain what mugging is for people that might not know?
Yeah, mugging, you got to be pretty crazy to do that spot on the team there. I'd say it's probably one of the more dangerous one out of the three. But no, mugging, it's definitely a thrill-seeking experience, and you got to be ready to take the pain. Those horses' hooves, I will tell you firsthand, they do not feel great. But yeah, no, like Ryan said there, started out as a rider, didn't really work out, and ever since I've tried since then, just we don't do as well when I ride the horse, am I right?
Yeah, and like when we say riding didn't work out for you, it's nothing to do with you being bad at riding. It's just strictly because you're a much better mugger.
That yeah, I have heard that from a couple people. But yeah,
But
no,
no, it's been a fun couple of years for sure, and we're hoping to stay pretty heavy into the traveling and hopefully win some rodeos this summer.
yeah. What do you do as a shank man?
So as a shank, I'm basically like the eyes of the team. Basically, horse will come out, and my job is like theoretically don't let go, but there's a lot more to it. Like my job is to set you as a mugger up. So basically, that being explained, the horse should make a nice V with your rope. I know this is a horrible explanation on a podcast, but the horse should make a V for the rope, and your mugger should be on the inside of that. If you can put your mugger in the middle of that V, he's not going to be near the front hoofs, and he's not going to get kicked from the back. You don't usually want your mugger to go up straight from the front because that's how you get front hoofs, and you don't want to end up behind them.
Yeah.
But basically, as a shankman, for me, it's a lot about my communication. Like it's super helpful having a mugger that listens, which Braden listens quite well. But essentially, I'm the big man. I don't let go of the rope. I stop the horse and then give Braden the opportunity to mug it.
Yeah, and when he says mug it, the object, I didn't really explain it, is you gotta cover the eyes of the horse to get it to stop. Horses, they're very, very sensitive animals, so if they can't see directly, they're gonna stop moving and allow our rider to saddle the horse so we can ride around the barrel.
Yeah, and some of the guys that have like a little more experience, there's like a whole nother part of it called earing the horse, where basically they have like a little soft spot in their ear and it doesn't hurt the horse at all. But basically, if your mugger can get up there and sort of just turn the ear over, then a lot of times they'll freeze up because it's like a twitch, I guess you could explain it as.
Yeah, it's like a nerve, and you kind of
Yeah.
it's like when you bang your elbow. You hit your funny bone, you like stop, and you're like, "Oh, my funny bone." You
Yeah.
like kind of stop for a sec. That's what the horse is gonna do. Doesn't
And
hurt
then
them
once
whatsoever.
once
It's just
we
a
once we get to that point, like the horse usually stops, and I'll be up close making sure that it doesn't rear up or anything,
Making
and
sure I
Braden
don't
ends
go
up
for a
underneath it.
ride.
I basically just come up close and hold it tight, hold down, pull. At that point, we don't have a rider on the podcast, but at that point, a rider will sling a saddle over, do the saddle up. With our rider, we have a girl named Kara,
Woohoo.
and she personally likes it when I help her do the saddle up because she wants to make sure it's tight enough. So usually I just give it one good pull and then I throw her up. And then the objective is to lead the horse around the barrel. But sometimes it doesn't go that well because
No,
they buck and run and roll over and whatever else.
they do everything. Those are wild horses, I'll tell you that much.
But no, nonetheless, it's a good time. And then obviously it's a race. So you have usually between 4 and 10 teams out there at the same time. So you've
Yeah.
got a guy here about to run you over. You got a guy over here rolling around. It's chaos.
It gets really chaotic out there, and I can tell you, I've been ran over by a couple horses. Ryan's been ran over by horses. Our rider's even been ran over by horses. No, like it's a dangerous sport out there, and you definitely take some guts to go out into that arena and tango with these horses. It's like it's that one time at our rodeo finals in Brooks, Alberta. Uh I was helping out another team because their mugger got hurt. So I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go help you guys out. Why not? It's a team sport. We're all friends in our little association here. Nobody really hates anybody. It's competitive, but after you're out of the arena, it's all fun and games again. We're all buddies again. Like, oh, you beat me. Haha. Have a good laugh.
Beers on, beers on.
Yeah, beers are on after the race. But yeah, no, I was helping out another team and cracked that chute, and out of nowhere, a horse from another chute right after the whistle just came. So our chute's here. Our horse came straight out. Their horse came from this side and just bam, ran me right over. Ryan didn't really like that because we had another race right after that one with Ryan. So my original team, and he got kind of scared and thought I was gonna be hurt for that one.
And like generally, I think like the worst part about horse racing in terms of like the danger, at least for me, I feel like, is right out of the gates. Like all
Oh
the
yeah.
horses are in a line coming straight out. That's where it's the most chaotic. Once you get out and spread out, it's not so bad. If you keep your head up, it usually runs pretty smooth from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree with you there. The most dangerous part is coming right out of the chutes because all the horses are right in the line there, and you don't know if somebody's going to trip and let go of their rope, and then their horse is wild, and you could just take a beeline and run everybody right over. But once you get to like say the end of the arena, it's pretty safe because everybody's got usually got control of their horse there. There might be a couple running around, but they kind of simmer down once the people stop chasing them a little bit.
Yeah, and I find that we make it a little worse on ourselves taking a fast gate too, because usually all the other horses are coming out behind us.
Yeah, that's one thing with me is even in all of our videos, I do notice that I open that chute up quick.
Yeah, I'm usually looking behind me while we're running, like,
Yeah.
oh, what's gonna run me over?
Yeah.
But no,
Oh,
it's good.
whose horse is that one?
But anyways, I figure we should get into why we wanted to start this podcast.
Yeah. You want to start us off, or do you want me to?
I can start it off.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so basically, our main goal, I think, is to promote wild horse racing. Like, I feel like a lot of people think of it as more of like a side act at rodeos, but we really have like a good crew of people, and we're starting to make a good name for ourselves. Like, I feel like in history, there's definitely been a few people that have given us the reputation of like, oh, they're just the drunk local guys that go out and you know make a mess of themselves and go get ran over by horses. But I feel like this is actually a pretty true sport. It just needs to gain the good reputation back.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree. The some of the older guys, They don't race anymore, but yeah, they have kind of softened it down for us newer guys coming into the sport, and we don't get some of the luxuries that they got. And people see us like, oh, the wild horse racers, oh, they're just a bunch of crazy people, blah blah blah. They're rowdies. But like we're all in a rodeo event. We're all there to have fun. We're all there to compete. We're all there to cheer each other on. Like not any single one of us when we're in the arena, we're not gonna go haze another person's horse or if somebody's injured. We're all going over there to go help them out and whatever. Keep the horses away if they're really injured and stuff like that.
Yeah. And like one of the things too is like we've struggled with the money part in our event. Like for years, it's been an issue. But like we have so many people on the board of the CWHRA, which is the Canadian Wild Horse Racing Association, that are pushing to get us into a better spot. So I feel like it's all gonna come together a lot better. Like even this past year, like we've gained so many new rodeos and we've gained money at almost every rodeo we've acquired,
Yeah.
which I find really good.
Yeah. I thought it's been really good too. And speaking about board members, I'm on the board right now. I am the Southern British Columbia representative, and the crew that is on the board, we are working very hard to increase popularity in our sport and bring out a good name and professionalism for us.
Yeah. And then another thing about the whole why we're doing this podcast is because it takes a special person to come wild horse race, but we want to get this out and we want people to come try it.
Yeah, we want people to join and be like, hey, I think I could do that. I mean, that's kind of what I did. Like, I met Ryan, and then he's showing me videos. He's like, oh, do you think you could do this? And I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, so basically our goal is to post this everywhere, YouTube and stuff. Like if anybody has any questions for us, feel free to like comment on the YouTube. I'm going to make an Instagram page. And if you guys comment any questions, like we can demonstrate stuff, we can answer anything you might need to know. Like it's super simple to get into wild horse racing. Basically, like my messages are open all the time. If you message and say, I want to try this, I feel like I'd be good at blah 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 position, then we can find you two other guys. Or if you already have a team and you need gear, like we're super good about
Yeah.
finding people to lend you gear. Like if you want to get out there, it's super simple.
Like I know personally, we have an extra saddle, we have an extra shank rope. The only thing we don't have is an extra halter, but we know other guys that do have extra halters, and we all help each other out.
We've always made it work.
There's two new teams that started this year with us, and we helped them out until they got their own gear and stuff, and they were greatly appreciative of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, basically we want new people to come out and try it. And there has been a clinic or two over the past couple years. I'm not sure of any that are coming up in the future, but I mean, if there's enough interest, me and Braden could definitely look into finding somebody to host one or trying to figure something out
yeah,
because it's definitely a sport that we want more people to come to. It's always good to see the shoots get full.
yeah. It's nice and seeing new people out there trying something. Maybe they're just like, oh, I want to get into rodeo, but I don't want to get on a bull or I don't want to get on a bronc, or and I can't ride a horse. Wild horse racing is a great sport for any of that. You just gotta like you don't have to hold on to anything really unless you're the rider. The mugger, you gotta be kind of nimble. You gotta be flexible in that sense. You gotta be also be able to hold on to a rope, but it's not like you're on top of 1,200 pounds and it's trying to get you off for all three of you.
Yeah, it's definitely like even for riders in the wild horse race, like it depends what stock you're dealing with. But I would
Yeah.
say out here in BC, for the most part, our stock it's definitely easier than riding broncs.
Yeah, I would say so too.
A lot of them just hop a little bit or jump. So like even somebody that's like might want to get into bronc riding, but they've never even been on a horse, like this could be a perfect start because most of them just give off little bucks.
Yeah, it's a perfect intro to it too. Like I ride bulls as well. I started that last year, but I mean, wild horse racing kind of doesn't have the same similarities as a bull, but it was worth a shot, and now I'm sticking with it. I'm going to be doing a couple clinics here in the spring, so it's going to be fun.
So we have three questions from a Q&A.
Boy.
This is going to be part of our segment for hopefully every episode. We'll be answering comments and stuff. But basically, question one, we kind of already went over it, but we'll re explain everything a little bit in depth. What are the three positions?
So the three positions, I'll answer this one. You got your shank man, your mugger, or some people call it an ear man. That's a little bit of an old school term. And then you have your rider. So lining up, you'll always have the shank man on the end of the rope. You'll have your mugger in front of your shank man, getting ready to crack that chute. And then your rider, some depends on the team. Some riders like to hold on behind their shank man just to give it a little extra stopping power for the horse. But for our rider personally, she likes to stand off to the side, and then we usually get it down the arena, tucker it out, and then she runs behind and catches up to us.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, your Shankman, it's your big man. He he's the biggest part in slowing the horse down
Yeah.
and like communication. He's the one that's gonna yell if a horse is coming at you guys because your mugger's supposed to be laser focused.
Yeah.
But
He's the eyes
basically,
he's the eyes and the ears because other teams they'll yell heads up if their horse is coming your way and if they don't have control and they can't stop and turn it, he's got to be able to your shankman's got to be able to hear that and give you that heads up so you can not get injured there.
the best way to explain a Shankman is I refer to it as like a quarterback in football. He's gonna call your plays and he's gonna be the eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so position two, mugger. Braden will explain what a mugger is a lot better than me because he's been doing it for 2.5 years.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm a great explainer at it, but no, the mugger. So we're basically what sets up the whole, I wouldn't say the whole operation, but we definitely play one of the biggest parts in this race. Just because we're the guys that crack the chute open to let the horse out, but then once the horse is out, we are the ones that have to fully stop the horse. We have to get up, we gotta climb up to the head there, and then we cover its eyes or and twist its ear. But at the same time, you gotta be listening to Ryan, your shank man, to see if anything's happening. And if he says go, you're usually pretty safe to go in. And that allows your rider, after the muggers covered the eyes and stop the horse, that enables them to saddle it and hop on.
Yeah. Yeah, so that brings us right into the rider. The rider basically, if you have a team that doesn't like a rider on the rope, basically your rider's just going to run around playing in a sandbox with a saddle in their hand
Yeah.
until your horse is stopped.
They're
Once your horse
also
is stopped, it's really important that they're right there, get the saddle on, because the biggest time consuming part in the wild horse race is doing up the saddle.
yes. And they're also an extra set of eyes.
Yeah.
So if the shank man might have missed something and your rider is one that like if they're on the end of the rope, they're also looking around the whole time and communicating to your shank man so your shank man can communicate to your mugger. It's a big chain of operation that it communication is a big thing in this event.
Yeah. And then basically, once your rider gets on, I know down in the States, they have like the quick
Yeah, the quick
clip
disconnect
thing
on
where
the
you undo your rope and just kind of let the horse go wild. But there's a barrel, and you got to get your horse around the barrel. Doesn't matter which way, can come from the left or the right, just has to be between the barrel and the fence.
yeah.
But basically, me as a shankman, I like to try stay on the rope so I can turn the horse if it misses the barrel, also to let my rider off after we cross.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically those are the three positions, and that's the basic laydown of what each one does. Question two, what are our goals for the season and what have we already achieved?
Well, our goals for the season is to win every gosh darn rodeo.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think we've over the last couple of years, we've made a really competitive team.
Yeah,
And I would like to think that we could contend everywhere we go.
I
I
would think
mean,
so.
luck of the draw comes into effect, but
But it's very rarely. Like one thing I've heard all the old guys say is you gotta win on the winners and you gotta place on the shitters.
yeah.
That's a big saying in the horse racing world there.
And like with
Because
me and Braden, I'd say one of our strengths is we might not be the fastest always, but we tend to get every single horse finished, which is
we're
huge in longer like 4 day, 5 day rodeos.
yeah, consistency can beat out being quick.
Yeah, so I'd say a couple of our main goals is definitely like try win everywhere we go,
Yeah.
and I would like to hit a few more rodeos than last year if we can.
Yeah.
The
I
more we
would
can, the
too.
more we can hit, the better.
Yeah. And also I want to see a couple new teams grow this year. I want to get some guys to start horse racing. That would be another big goal for me.
Yeah, yeah, that could be a big goal too. Maybe from this podcast specifically to get two new teams. That would be
Yeah.
sweet.
Expanding the sport, that's a big one.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
yeah. And then what have we already achieved?
Uh, well, what have we done this year? We came, I guess it's not technically this year, but we had the Chinook finals in Brooks, Alberta. We placed fifth there, so we didn't do great, but fifth was pretty good because it was out of 18 teams for 3 days
That was definitely our biggest rodeo for
for
like
2026 so far.
yeah. Yeah, so we gained quite a few points there, but
Yeah,
like like I don't know, achievements like last year we won Smithers Rodeo. That was a big rodeo.
won Smithers. We won the Nechako Valley Fair.
Yeah.
We won that one. We won Chetwynd last year too.
Yeah.
We won Chetwynd again this year.
Yeah, and then we won an Every Child Matters event in Williams Lake as well.
Yeah,
And then at the Canadian finals, we happened to come in a tie for second, so I thought
yeah.
that was pretty good. And
Lost
we also
two
got
goals.
the most improved team of the year.
Yeah, I got a. Well, you can't really see it, but the plaque's sitting just behind me over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so basically question number 3,
yeah.
how will people get into horse racing?
Talk to any one of us. You could even go on our website, CanadianWildHorseRacing.com, and you can message us through there or our Facebook page, Canadian Wild Horse Race. You can
Yeah,
message
and
any one
basically
of us from there.
for anybody that's watching this on YouTube, leave a comment or come find our Instagram and leave us a message, and me or Braden will personally help you get into it if you're interested.
Yeah,
Like we already mentioned, like if you need gear or need a team, we will try our best to set you guys up with whatever you need.
all it takes is just a quick message to one of us, and bam, we'll probably respond within the day.
Yeah. Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
be there, and we'll help you guys out every step of the way too. We might not teach you all the secrets just yet, but got to keep some
Yeah.
of those for us.
Yeah. And then the last part we have here is we want to talk about a recap of our last rodeo, which was a few weeks ago now. Bulls
Yeah.
before midnight on New Year's.
Gosh, that was almost 3 weeks ago already.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I got to get back in the arena here soon.
So Bulls before midnight, there was 5 teams there. Braden was also bull riding.
I was.
Braden, you want to go over your bull ride real quick before we get into the
Yeah, we
horse
can go
racing
over
part?
my bull ride. So I drew a bull called Dark Tails. He's a pretty small bull, and once he's out of that chute, he's about 150 miles an hour going left. Or no, going right. He goes right, and let me tell you, just because he's a small bull doesn't mean he packs a punch. He bucked me off pretty quickly. As I'll say that. I didn't end up riding him making that short go round for the finals, but
Yeah, and that bull is known as one of their
it's
better ones too.
yeah,
So
he's
no shame in coming off that one.
no, just makes me better.
But yeah, so the horse racing, Bulls before midnight, that was an event up in Vanderhoof. Um, 5 teams were there. We came second.
Yeah, we did. It was a really short arena. For since it's just because it's like a bull. It's called a bull-orama. It's like a jackpot, like a team roping jackpot, but it's just bull riding, steer riding, and stuff. And we're invited there as like a side event as well. But so we drew one of their new horses. We didn't see this one before, and when I heard the horn go to crack the chutes, our horse decided to stall for an extra second, which might have costed us winning that buckle.
Yeah, so basically, like, what, we were 34 seconds, and I think the winning team was 32. And normally 34
Yeah,
seconds is pretty fast. So,
34 seconds is really fast.
yeah. But yeah,
Even
so no,
even
we,
for that short arena, it's pretty quick considering how many teams were in there as well.
yeah, so I would say luck of the draw played a little bit on that one, having a horse that didn't want to come out. We also, like, a lot of the horses from that stock contractor, we kind of know because we've seen them throughout the year.
Yeah, we've
That
seen
one
them.
we've never seen. So we didn't know if it was going to blow up. We didn't know if it was going to come out soft. It
Yeah,
was kind of just, that one was a guessing game. And like in a small arena like that, you got to be bam, bam, bam quick
yeah.
to win.
You gotta think real fast too. Like some horses, like say on a 3-day rodeo, you'll see all the horses. So you'll watch other people's videos and you'll watch in the arena and stuff. So you'll know what some of the horses do.
Yeah.
But like seeing brand new horses or like horses for like yeah, I guess for brand new horses for like say even as our association, it's hard to dictate what's gonna happen. So you gotta be thinking real fast and you gotta pick the right move to make.
Yeah. But yeah, so as for that rodeo, it was only the two teams that covered. So the Justin Zimmerly team took home first. They'll get a nice buckle in the mail
Yep.
coming up eventually. But that's basically our recap on the Bulls before midnight, and we're hoping to make this a common occurrence after rodeos. You know, do the recaps on placings and how we're doing throughout the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Let you guys know on the standings too, who's so far in the running for the Canadian title and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, basically, this episode was short but sweet. But we're hoping that we can get some special guests on to kind of explain more about what's happening. And we
Yep.
will talk more about other rodeo events too. It's not all just horse racing, but we definitely want to, get people to understand what wild horse racing's really about, because it's more than just what a lot of the rumors say.
Say it is, yeah. But yeah, I think that just about wraps us up for episode 1 here.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming in and watching episode 1.
Yeah.
Hope you all
Well,
have a good night.
yeah, have a good one.